Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I got a new new scenery for you here. Hope you like it. I'm not sure how it looks. I kind of threw it together. We tried it once before, back when our internet wasn't so great, but seems to be working just fine now. Hope you like it. Kind of something I threw together with my interior collage decorating skills here. And I'm out of breath because I'm running here last minute, trying to get everything ready for you guys. So, anyways, here we go. We're a minute in already. We got a couple people here. Let's see who's here just to waste some time, and then we'll jump back in and get into what's going on tonight. Let me adjust my chat here so I see all the live chat. And for a second, it looked like Orion Fixer was the first one in, but no. Joe, this is getting boring, Joe. Really, it is. I'm kidding. Let's see, Joe, you have no idea how much this means to me. What? That there's a live stream tonight? Well, thanks. You make me feel good. Really, Joe, how much does it mean? Number one, Big Bear. Will you do a happy dance? I don't know if we want to see Joe show off his dancing skills. That might not be in all of our best interest. Might be seared in your memory for a long, long time. Orion Fixer, hey Joe and Big Bear, I got a feeling this is going to be an epic stream tonight. Well, epic stream, look what we got back here. I don't know if that's like what they call it, an original blueprint or a layout of the original 7.62 millimeter AK-47 assault rifle, showing the fixed stock and the underfolder. Kind of cool. Breakdown of the bolt carrier group, fire control group, the bolt, ammunition, all the different kinds, the bayonet, type 1, pretty cool. Long story on that one. I ordered that sucker from Amazon and not paying attention to the seller. And it turns out it was shipping from China. This is before all this craziness, I guess. But either way, it took a super long time. And they had me pick out what frame I wanted and all. And I picked out like a cherry or I forget, maple frame. Well, as you can see, no frame. They tacked it to a pine little thing and shipped it. You go back to talk to the seller, seller's gone. So, oh well. That's what we got. But we set this up. We are on the original Kalashnikov couch. You can't tell right now, but this is blood red. It's Soviet red. And just always thought it was cool. And enhance it with a little red LED. Can't do better than that. So, hey, what the heck? Here we are. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, hopefully it is an epic stream tonight. Sick of winter and the holidays. They're not even over yet, Joe. We got one more to go. Me too, bah humbug. No ammo for me. Got a speed loader. Yeah, what'd you guys get for Christmas? Anything good? Joe got a spinning target. It choked me up. I've always wanted one. I got a 50 cal ammo can too. Cool. Speed loaders rock I've been buying. And HK 10A every time I can for my dad's. Cool. The wife and I don't do presents anymore. We pick up something on our own. It's better that way, right? I got some good stuff. My wife got me and my mother got me a couple gift certificates to Harbor Freight because I need a new sandblaster. The other one just shot to hell. So we are one step closer to our Cerakoting gig. Got the guns, got the compressor system, all of that, sandblaster. I got to figure what I'm going to do for an oven. I'm trying to find a small commercial one that will at least fit a barreled action. So maybe 26, 28, 30 inches would be great. maybe like a countertop model that they use in laboratories, sort of thing. And we'll be pretty much good to go. I should probably get a new dryer for the compressor system. But other than that, we're good to go. I've got the stencil printer all set up so we can do, the usual American flags, camo, tiger stripe. I think we're going to rip off some woodland camo first. I got a prime candidate coming. Did I tell you guys what the next one's going to be that we added to the family? Did I tell you what it was? Or did I keep it as a surprise? Can't pick it up till after the first of the year because the shop is closed until then. So that kind of sucks. Got delayed as usual and can't pick it up till then. So, oh well. That's that. So hanging in there for that. But yeah, I think we're going to do some woodland camo on our latest Kalashnikovs that's joining the family. Let me know if I told you guys what it was. Then I won't be so secretive. Or maybe I'll tell you what it is. Let's see. Holidays are about family time and stress like every family. Yeah. It's always stressful, not everybody gets along. You're a family, but there's little quirks that might bug you, right? And when everything's stressful, they kind of come out and you can't let them get the best of you. That's all. My wife's sister has 4 kids, all grown now and having kids of their own. Her clan, over 20 people. Wow. They go on cruises. That's a good way to do it at Christmas. I don't know if you can do cruises now, but it's awesome. Alan Bishop's in here. Got here early this time. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, you'll find out we just kind of go through some stuff early here, get everything out of the way, see who's in here, see what's going on, and then we get into the meat of the matter, so to speak. Most crowds are clueless sheeple. Somebody said looks great. Who said that? They should get a prize. Got a new safe for Christmas. Pixel face killer. Cool. Can't help but think the Vortex LPVO would be a mistake on the Ace. Assault rifle from about 4 years ago. Pay attention to the top rail and his red dot optic bouncing around like crazy. Really? Chat last week in real time, but I watched it after the upload. You mentioned your new. Yeah. So we do it. So I told you guys, we got a Galil Ace coming. I'm kind of, in a way, a little sad about it. Not sad, but, the Gen 1, the Gen 2 seems to be a little generic compared to the Gen 1. Gen 1 had its own handguards, so to speak, its own stock, which although I think the latest version is better, it's just not as original. Plus, Gen 1, the biggest thing I think is the sights, right? It had sights. And they were of their own design, sort of. So it really gave it, when you did a quick glance, you said, Galil. Now you look at it, you go, what is that? You've got a handguard that could be a Krebs. It could be, actually, it looks a lot like a Krebs, or a Midwest Industries or something along those lines. And other than the receiver and the charging handle and stuff, not all that original, right? But that being said, those things run, boy. I mean, if you got a problem running with a Galil running, you got a bad one because they just run. I mean, I got to say, they might be the most reliable variant. And I know I say that I don't call them AKs. They are. They're just, like I said last week, I think they deserve space of their own because they're that nice. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think that thing will look good in a woodland camo pattern, and I don't know what we're going to do to it yet, but we'll see. You said in that Larry Vickers video that the red dot was bouncing around. I don't know if that was because it was loose on there or because of the rail. The rail seems solid as hell on there, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Sorry, guys, my nose is running like crazy here. My daughter had her rabbits home for Christmas, and I don't know if I'm allergic or what, but they were in the room out here. So we went down to Florida for Christmas. I didn't say anything for OPSEC reasons, but we headed down to Florida with family and had a really nice time. So it was a good time. Just got back and got on the plane sweating and got off freezing to death. Got a lot going on. Added a new vehicle. I drive a lot of miles, a ton of miles, like 200,000 miles in 3 years, something like that. So you guys may have seen in the videos here and there, you see my car in the background. I drive a E-Series Mercedes. And before you think, oh, this guy's loaded or something like that, I don't buy them new. I buy them 2 years old off lease. Mercedes pre-owned certified. They come with full warranty. Actually, it had an unlimited miles warranty, and I used it. Actually, a lot less than you'd think. That car was absolutely remarkable, damn near flawless the entire time I owned it, and it was still like a new car. Rode like a new car. I didn't do brakes until 100,000 miles. I went through tires like a bitch, but I think I did an auxiliary battery, front brakes at 100, rear at about 130, 160, somewhere in there. Other than that, they did do a transmission in it. However, I got to qualify that. I drive that car hard. I drive it like a race car. I really do. And the car goes. Man, does it go. I love driving them. That's why I've had them for a lot of years, just in and out of them. And I usually trade them every 2 years, but with things going on, I just didn't. Anyhow, car was super miley, and with what's going on, not sure if there'll be a ton of cars over the next year or two. I grabbed a new Dodge Ram pickup, and I didn't go crazy. I got their Bighorn edition, not the crew cab either. I got the quad cab. So it's 4 doors, but the back ones are shorter, 6.5-foot bed. I would have got the crew, but I didn't want the 5.5-foot bed, kind of useless to me. And with the 6.5, it looks a little squirrely. So that's what I did. It's got the nicer package, so it's got the good stereo and everything, which is important to me. Cloth seats, but I'm in the car business, so a friend of mine, company does leather. He'll put it in for nothing for me. I got to get a bed liner. I think we're going to do Linex, or I'm thinking, if you guys know anything, a drawer system for the bottom that can hold firearms, is lockable, all that stuff. Keep all my range stuff in there where I don't have to move it back and forth, maybe other than guns, and is lockable. I've seen 1-2 big drawers. I don't know. There's got to be better out there than that. Or I could build something and just get a lockable tonneau or something, but even those are a little sketchy. So I don't know if I'd be able to keep guns in it all the time, but I could at least keep all my range stuff safe and ammo, so I'm not moving it back and forth all the time. Got a hitch step today. I want to get some of those window guards so you can leave the window open when it's raining. Got one of those nice hitch steps today. What else do I got to get? I want to get something to keep the front end clean. I don't know what yet. They make clear bras, but that grill's pretty involved. So I don't know. We'll see what I can come up with. But and I got to do my tint like on the Mercedes. So tint, bed liner, tonneau cover, the window flare thingies, and maybe a bed box or something. Then we'll look at either leveling it or no more than a 3-inch lift. And although it's got 20-inch wheels, we'll get some chunkier tires and wheels maybe, but that's down the line a bit. I'm not so worried about that. Ride's super nice. I've had 4 Dodges and they've been great, and it's a great range truck. That's the only reason I'm talking about it. Although my Mercedes, those work out great. It just sucks when you have to take them into some gravelly mess of a parking lot, but I don't mind their cars. I'm in the car business. I use them like what they are, replaceable things. And I love that car because I drive so many miles. I want to be comfortable, and that's why I drive it. I've had them a long time. I don't drive it for status or anything like that. I drive it because I like them. I'm in that business. They last and run forever. Fabulous cars and a great buy. When you buy them certified pre-owned, you can buy a 2-year-old with 8,000 miles on it with a full warranty for the price of a new Camry. How do you beat it? I'll take that over a Camry any day of the week. Anyhow, yeah, so we got this new truck. It rides awesome, 4x4. We can get back in some places a little better. And when we show up to a shoot, you don't have everybody looking at you like you're a snob or something, which I'm the furthest thing from it. I just enjoy what I enjoy, and it's the business I'm in. So that's that. So yeah, this Dodge is cool. I'm really liking it. I wanted a white one with the chrome grill and big 20-inch chrome wheels, the Bighorn package. Well, they're hard to get, and we have a Dodge dealer, so I figured no big deal. Well, I ended up with a black one with a midnight package. So it's all blacked out. Kind of like I took Mercedes and a magic wand and went poof, same car, different shape, all blacked out. So it's pretty cool. I'm liking it. We'll see how it goes, but we'll show you that in the next range video too. It kind of fits everything a little better. And maybe we got to get a Rockford Ordnance license plate or something too, but I don't know if I want to advertise it all over. Anyhow, let's get back into the chat here. And I want to have you guys come up with some stuff here. Because I was running late today, I don't have much of a subject for you. I was just going to kind of do a year in recap. It seems like a blink of an eye and a year is gone, and we've been through ammo crisis after, I think, how many this year? 2 probably, kind of, so to speak, or the tail end of one and another one. All the stuff in politics. Did you guys hear? Harry Reid just died. They had it on the news. Sucks for anybody to die. So I'll restrain myself, but yeah. Same day as Joe Madden. So interesting news. I wonder what's going to happen there. Could we pull that state over? I don't know. We'll have to see. I kind of doubt it, but maybe. Who knows? Anyways, a little coffee there for our Koffee and Kalashnikovs. Hope you guys are drinking something, whether it's coffee or something a little harder. Enjoy yourselves. So Ken Sterner says, I can't help but think the Vortex LPVO would be a mistake on the Ace. Well, it is a pistol. And like a lot of folks, they think, well, you're kind of restrained on range with a pistol. But I learned from Mark Krebs that whenever we're doing testing on a new gun he's coming out with, it's usually pistol format. If only a pistol, or he comes out with a long gun and a pistol version. But it always seems it's pistol for whatever reason. And he always puts an LPVO on it. And I asked him why. He says, you're not as restrained as you think you are. With that scope, 100, 150 yards out of a pistol, no problem. No problem at all. You don't lose as much velocity as you do in an AR platform. You lose some, but you don't have to be quite as bad as an AR. So I easily get 100 yards even out of my mini Draco, out of my Sam 744, 150 like nothing. But as my eyes get older, it's nice to have that. Yes, they're heavy, but not too bad. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet, kicking it around, but I think we're going to go that route. The gun seems sturdy enough to handle it. We'll see. When I got it in my hands and I got more time to mess with it, we'll make a decision and we'll see. Alan Bishop bought another Sam 7 side folder. Cool. What are you doing with more than one? Not that that's bad. That's fine. Someone else said they got a fixed stock here. Man, a lot of comments. I'm going to have to roll through here. Tommy Guns and a Sam 7R will be here tomorrow. Man, I missed a whole bunch of stuff here. Can't help. Got a new safe. Chase Kelly's here. Good to see you, Chase. Chris and Joe know about my matching Vaqueros. Yeah, they're awesome. My custom dual holster rig is finished after 4 months and on its way. Awesome. I can't wait to see it. Sam 7 will be here tomorrow. Bought another Sam 7 side folder. Awesome. Chase Vaqueros are fun. They are. Got to do a video on mine. Alan Bishop got Sam 7 side folder and the Sam 7 94E. Yeah, the 94E is kind of cool. I don't know if I'm done with them or not, but we'll see. Deleted message by somebody I never seen here before. I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm up to 4 Sam 7 side folders. Holy crap, what are you doing with them all? You outfitting them differently? Gen 1 definitely better than the Gen 2, more nostalgic, and Gen 1 was military issue. Yes, it was. So is Gen 2, but it was issued to, I think, Chile got a load of them and a few others, so I don't know. Yeah, I kind of wish I had a Gen 1 instead, but hey, it was something. We'll see. If I don't like it or I come across a Gen 1, I'll dump it. It was just I wanted to buy something that day, that's all. And Alan has the underfolder arsenal unfired. I saw they have some now in black. And I wish I would have held off and just got that because I want one. And now that puts that on the back burner because of Moolah. I really want an underfolder. And by the way, I am damn near positive that Zastava is going to come out with an underfolder. Damn near positive. You watch. Mark my words. Just another little pontification here, but watch, it's going to come quick like too this summer, I bet. I got a new electric bike for hunting. Man, you guys got some good gifts. I didn't get squat, comparatively speaking. My little Christmas video, by the way, that was the jingle bells, all that crap. That was basically a joke. Like Santa showed up with it. That's not ammo I just bought. That was ammo we had stored already. I threw it in a pile and did it. So don't think I got 9,000 rounds of ammo. That's old stuff. I just stacked it up. That's all. I didn't want anybody to think I was running around buying all that ammo at Christmas time. I have a 17 Ram Crew, 28,000 miles. When I bought it, it had over 100,000 miles on it. And when she graduated college and was done racing motorcycles, we sold it so she could get her new car right when she got her new job. And it had 250,000 miles on it, 5.7 Hemi. It ran as good as the day it was made, quiet, rode beautiful. I replaced just about everything on it throughout that time period. Most recently, right before we got rid of it, there's delays and stuff. Those go back. I replaced the fuel pump. That went out right after she filled the tank, of course. So I had to carry that out of my chest underneath the car. What else did we do? It needed the vent. The vents on those always went bad. The flappers that redirect the air. There's a company out there makes a kit to fix them. I did that. And then we sold it. My son had an 06 with the Cummins, a 3500. That thing, by the time we were done with it, was pushing 800 horse. And the trans was done. Just about everything in it, don't you know? We're at the drag strip, and the thing twisted the main shaft right in two. That's how much torque and horse that thing had. The thing ran like 10s in the quarter mile, 3,500. It was quite a truck. He got rid of that after he graduated and got just a nice normal sedan. And then we had what we lovingly referred to as the Deer Slayer. A guy traded in a 1500 Ram that was beat to hell, had a wooden bed on it. The dash was supported by a steel post someone had welded to the floor in there. And before the kids were 16, they would drive it around the track and on the motocross track and everything behind the house, and drove it all over hell. County sheriffs kind of look the other way, but they would have a good time with it, off-roading it and everything. So we've had 3. This is the 4th one. They've all been great. This is the best one so far. The suspension is awesome. If you guys are thinking about one, man, they stepped up their game. Really, really nice. Anyways, let's see. Squeaky Cooler's in. 6.6 something. I can't. White Bear. Tommy Guns, of course. 17 Ram Crew. We talked about that. Thinking about getting a Crown Vic Police Interceptor. Those are always good. Those are a dime a dozen. There's auctions that specialize in them, and there's even some guys that buy them nationwide and sell them off. It's like all they do. They know the market real well, and they buy and sell them like crazy. His is all black with chrome side rails, aluminum wheels. That's how my daughter's was, all black with all the chrome. Denny's Plant-Based Journeys in here. Cool. Sparkling water on my end. Perfect. Tried to get the Gen 2 10-inch Galil Ace and 762. Couldn't find one available. I got it. Got it not. So they also had the 545 one there. But if I was going to do the 545, I'd hold out for that 13-inch barrel that's coming out. I have 2 of the Z-Paps, one with the tactical furniture and a black wood pistol. So instead of the Galil, I almost bought the Z-Pap pistol, the 85 or 95, whatever it is. But I was disappointed in it. I really was. The sights were crooked. The rear sight's a joke. It's such thin, flimsy stuff. Not what I'm used to out of Zastava. So I passed. I don't know if it was just this load, but I went through 2 of them, and both of them were a little messy. So I thought, nah, this Galil, the Galil is like, when you hold that compared to that, it's light years ahead of the Z-Pap. That's for sure. The pistols, and I'm not putting down Zastava. You guys know I love my Zastava stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Will work for guns. Me too. I do work for guns. That's all I work for. Let's see. Squeaky Cooler 762. Will work for guns is in from Michigan too. That's cool. My daughter headed back to Michigan today on her way to Central. Somebody asked me in one of my videos and I wish I had it here. I don't. But it's a hat like this, but it's like light green, and it's got an American flag on it, and you tear it off like that, and it's got the Velcro. And they asked where I got it. Well, on that particular hat, first of all, it's made by Nike, the other one. And it's called their tactical something. I'll get you guys the model number if you want. But if you look up Nike tactical hat, American flag, it'll pull up. They made it for colleges, because when you pull off the flag, underneath is the college logo. And I looked it up real quick. Hers came from Central Michigan. She bought me for Christmas another one because I wanted one. And mine was starting to wear out a little bit, so I wanted a backup. And she got the last one the bookstore had. And even online, it took me to the bookstore and they were out. But Ohio State Buckeyes carries them, and a few other schools. So if you look them up, you can find them. They're made by Nike. It's a real pale OD green. They're made of ripstop fabric, so they're real nice. And you got the American flag, or tear it off, and you got the college name. They're comfortable. They dry real well. You can wash them if you sweat in them. They come out great. I love them. So I got 2 now. One's nice and one's used. So kind of just like this. This I got some gun show. I think this is Voodoo Tactical. Got the American flag on the front and Infidel on the back. So that's always fun to wear into the local gas station, Anyhow, yeah, it's snowing like a mofo here too, like crazy. Started snowing in Milwaukee today about, I bet before noon. Squeaky Cooler, my OPAP is my treasure of the M70s. OPAP's a great gun. It's the new NPAP or the old NPAP, right? Because the new NPAPs or ZPAP, I should say, the new ZPAPs are OPAPs. Anyhow, Tommy is running 765 to start. Wasser model, work for guns. Where you at? WPP Instagram or somewhere I saw they have new stuff coming soon. Waiting on import stuff from USA, baby. Yeah, there is gonna. I think you're gonna see a bunch of stuff coming in. WBP is really hitting it hard, man. They're doing a nice job. If uh, we've got Polish guns on the schedule here, I've got to get one. Just really nice stuff too. At least as nice as the Yugos they seem, and pretty close to an original AKM pattern, right? Pretty nice stuff, very nice stuff. There's a lot out there yet, guys. So if you're looking for something different or looking for a first one, look around. There's Yugo out there. There's Arsenal, which is Bulgarian. There's the Romanian stuff. There's Polish stuff. There's Israeli stuff. There's all kinds of good stuff out there. It's quality too. There's the days of junk stuff and junk kit guns and junk sentry stuff are over. We've got great stuff to pick from. There's no reason you should end up with a lemon. So just make sure you're picking something nice. Excuse me 1 second. Shut the sound off for you there. Everybody's sick and flying didn't do any good. Got his first militant roots. Got my first CPAP a couple months ago. Love it. Awesome. Hoping you're having a good time with it. All these guns too, so versatile, right? Even the Yugos. It used to be because of the different furniture, you couldn't find much to fit the Yugo patterns. And today it was a job to find a handguard that fit. And when the first ones came out, what's the company, the handguards I use on those? Could look over here, but is it MTI? I can't remember now. God, they're going to kill me. There's one company that gives me stuff. But when they came out with them, I jumped for joy. They're the only ones out there that were making anything at the time. Now you can get everything. There's tons of scope mounts and everything and stocks and different stuff to convert them. I actually converted an underfolder to an M4 stock. A couple companies out there that made the conversion end pieces that mounted through the through hole. And my dad's got that gun right now. It works very, very well. Hasn't come loose even after thousands of rounds. So it's been great. Yeah, Alan Bishop, 2,500 for the underfolders. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Ouch. What a joke, huh? And you got to remember, there's two of them. There's a Sam 7 underfolder, which is from Bulgaria. And then there's what do they put it? The Sam 7, they don't call it a collectible. They call it, I don't know, another name. But that gun is put together in Las Vegas. That's the one that the stock slants down. That gun is built here. It is not built over there. The one with the straight stock is the actual Sam 7, the military gun. The other one is like a commemorative or not commemorative, but kind of a tribute to the old style that used to go to the classic. Yeah, that's what they call it. While I would take either, if they were both sitting there, God, I don't know what I'd take. I guess right now my mind says take the Sam 7 with the straight stock because that's, I'm sure, issued to militaries. But there's something really cool about that classic with the wood they put on it and the slant stock. And guns that are built in Las Vegas by Arsenal, I gotta say, man, they do just beautiful work. The finishing on those guns and the paint on those guns seems to be better. Um, Back when they were doing the early milled guns, like the 95, those were built in Vegas and just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I don't know what I'd do if I had them both. If I had a classic Arsenal underfolder and the Sam 7 underfolder sitting side by side, and I could only take one, I don't know, man. That'd be a tough choice because while I like to have military stuff, there's just something really sexy about that classic. I don't know. Which one do you have, Alan? Do you have the classic or the Sam? Talk about another sexy gun, the Fox. 6.5 white, six. What's the full name? 6.5 150, 6.6 150. White Bear. Absolutely love my Fox and Baril. That Fox set up the right way with the right, the Polish got really pretty wood too. And with a fat Bakelite grip, man, that's a sexy gun, isn't it? But that Baril says something to me. I love it with that rail over the dust cover and all. So many guns out there, man. I need about, I don't know, 10, 15 grand just to dump. And I think I'd be done. 10, 15. If you had 15 grand, what would you do right now? Let's see. I'd find me a Gen 1 rifle Galil. I would get an underfolder, Arsenal. I would, so what do we got there? Let's see. Baril's probably what, 15? The other one's 25, 3, 4 grand right there. What else would I get? I don't know what else. Those two for sure, 3. Baril, the underfolder, and the Galil. So an easy 3, 4, 5,500 right there. I don't know what else I would get. Probably buy one of those Tulas if Palmetto still had some. So what were those? 55, 65, 7 grand with that. I don't know. What else then? There's a couple other ones. Alan Bishop, DS Arms, range ready parrot. Yeah, my buddy's got one of those that we shot. We did a video on it. He almost had a squib go off in the thing. That was a neat FAL, man. So short. Cool gun. Cool gun. I got to think of what else I'd throw into that 10, 15 grand. Let's see what else we got in the comments here. I like reading the comments and talking about it, guys, because then we're talking about stuff you guys are talking about, your guns that you're proud of, Will work for guns. My only junk is my GF3 damn firing retaining pin. Still don't trust it. GF3, what's that? Is that a Palmetto? What's top 3 brands of AKs to look for? Any certain price range? Top 3 to look for. Easy. Zastava, Arsenal, and right now, what would I throw in there with it? If you're speaking clearly, AKs, not the Galil in there. Arsenal, Yugo, and I'd either throw a Wasser in there or a Polish gun, probably, if I had to do something right now. Or if you wanted to do, I was talking, I've had this thought for a while, and then I can't remember who I was talking to the other day. Oh, I know who I was talking to, Steve from, oh no, it wasn't Steve. It was another guy at a gun shop that I met recently at a new shop. Really nice shop, by the way. It used to be that boutique guns were a lot of money when you compared them to like military guns and stuff. But the more the price goes up on these guns, the more attractive these boutique guns are. You know what's a steal, an absolute steal right now? And if you guys don't grab one, you should have your heads examined because uh, it's matter of fact, I'm one to talk. I have one, but um, you guys should really grab one. The Krebs Core. It's called the Core. It's his, and I say use the term loosely, entry level rifle. It's not entry level by any means. His core rifle, I know they were like 13, 1400 bucks for a while. Maybe they're 15 now compared to everything else out there. Why wouldn't you buy one of those? Hand built, all WBP parts, no cheapy parts. Everything is killer on that gun. Nice barrels, ultimately finished, perfection, literally perfection. Uh, from the coating they use to the rivets, everything. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You can get it with polymer or wood. It's essentially an AKM, so you can do anything, add anything. You can get, God, it's just crazy nice gun for that kind of money. If you guys were looking for a gun that you could do anything with, weren't concerned about a military arsenal or something like that, God, I would jump on that. It makes so much sense now that prices have gotten to where they are. Just my humble opinion. I would check them out. Any new rifles you're looking to add to your collection? Yeah. Like I said, the underfolder, the Arsenal, Polish barrel. I wouldn't mind a Galil rifle, Gen 1. That Tula kit gun is really interesting. If Zastava comes up with an underfolder like I think they are, I would love to have one of those. Might be talking to Mr. Krebs here soon, too. It's about time for a new one. I've neglected poor Mark over there. We got to get him on here, huh, guys? Let's see. Fox is another good Polish gun. Joe, you're going to get another AK. I know you will. Start saving. Put half of what you're saving or half of what you're stocking away aside, and you'll find a deal on one. If anyone here is looking for a first AK, get a good import while you still can. That's always been my advice too, guys. If it is your first AK, I know I mentioned the Krebs Core. It's a great rifle. It's built on imported parts. But if you're getting a first rifle, I said this with the ammo, and guys here in the stream credited me. I said it long before anybody said anything. I said, one of these days, it's going to go away. Well, we lost the ammo. We've lost Chinese guns. We've lost Russian guns. We originally the Segas and now the Vepers. Guys, at any moment, they could sign something and it's over with, you know. It can happen at the drop of a hat. So, first gun, get your hands on an import. So, when we're talking imports, the major ones, Zastava, Cougar, the Romanian guns, Wasser, whatever, Arsenal, Sam 7s or SLRs, 107s. I don't, with the Israeli guns, you've got them here in the country producing some stuff. So like the Tavors, which is you literally 6 inches from me right now. The Tavors some are built here or finished here, and I'm sure they could build the Aces here if they wanted. Maybe they are. I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're built over there. But Arsenal, Yugos, the Zastavas, or the Romanian, and then some of the Polish stuff too. That's what I'd be going for a first gun. Take your pick. Right now, prices, you've got right around $1,000 to 1,200 probably for the Zastava. Wassers are about 1,000, 900, 800 if you find a real deal. Can't believe I'm saying that. And then the Sams are 15 to 2500 on the top end, but you can find a nice folder, probably in that 1800 range. But I'll still say it. I'll say it again. I think the best gun for the money out there, import wise, is the ZPAP. For the money. I mean, Wasser's right there on its tail now. So, I like the Wassers, but finish wise, everything, you can't beat the Zistava over the Wasser. You just can't. I looked at a Wasser the other day at the shop. Not seeing any with wood lately at all. Seeing them all with black polymer. So when you're looking in the shop for one, you're like, "Where's the Wassers?" And you don't see a lot of them for whatever reason. There's just not a ton of Wassers out there where they used to be a dime a dozen. They were everywhere. Now they're like one of the rarer ones to find, it seems. I don't know. Haven't seen a lot of anything out of them. Haven't seen any of the PSLs. Haven't seen any of their RPKs. Haven't seen much of anything. I don't know what Century's doing. If they've slowed down, what's going on? I know they had a fire there, but that was a ways back. They should be past that. Just, I don't know. But Zastava for the money, hard to beat. Let's see. So yes, White Bear, yeah, absolutely good advice. That's the same advice I give here all the time. If it's your first AK, get an import. Get it while you can. Do those first. Get those, if you're collecting, get those out of the way first. And worry about the other stuff, because that's what'll go away. I'd spend all 15 on an SVD. I had an SVD in my hands and literally got screwed out of it by the dealer here. God, I wanted to stop in there the other day, and just out of principle, I said no. Let's face it, guys. You guys watch the channel. If you're one of my FFLs, you like me as a customer. I'm probably in your top 10% of customers if you have me as a customer. And they could have had a nice relationship, and they blew it. They blew it, literally screwing me on this thing. Sold it out from under me. Will work for guns. He's on a pistol kick. Put a red dot on top of my new pistol. Haven't shot a rifle in a while. I like pistols, and I get on those kicks too. But if I want to have fun, I'm shooting rifles. And I know you're probably talking like sidearms, not AK pistols and stuff. I'm kind of in a mode right now where I'm going back to stuff that haven't shot in a while and having fun with it. So you guys will see a lot of repeat videos that we'll do on stuff that we did a video a couple of years ago, maybe, and haven't brought anything out on it. So if there's stuff you like out there, and you're hoping you'd see some more of it, you'll start seeing some more of it. So I've been having a lot of fun, guys, with ARs. I got to tell you. Maybe just because of how the ammo thing goes, and I was reloading so much AR ammo that I can shoot and shoot and shoot and not worry about it. I've been having a ton. Plus, my cousin has gotten way into it, and we built him his gun's shooting sub MOA with $150 scope on it, $150 SIG scope on it. Really nice rifle, SIG rifle off the wall, couple little mods and done. And he's so happy with it. And we're building him a Thunder Ranch gun like mine. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring a video on that Thunder Ranch gun. I'm going to go after the stream right out to the garage, shoot one, and bring you a video on it. Let's talk about the Buy 39 project for a little bit. So I told you about my screw up, right? Just heavy bullets, wrong powders, off paper. I just felt like I blew it. Totally my fault, just brain fart. So I am going to load up some bullets tonight for tomorrow. Depending how the snow and weather is, we'll see if we get out. But I certainly would like to get some bullets on paper. And I'm messing around. This is going to trip you guys out a little bit. messing around with a round using unique as a powder. Any of you that reload will know the name unique. It's primarily a pistol powder. But there's an interesting load that we're messing with that I'm hoping I can get more velocity than 1,500 feet per second out of. But we've got other stuff coming. Fred's sending us some stuff, and we'll get back in and get this thing going. But might do some more work too with the commercial ammo tomorrow, just to bring you guys a little something to fill in here. And Fred's been doing so much. I got to get on the phone with him for an hour or two and get all the, he's types me messages, and I've just been running so hard that I just haven't had time. I feel like I'm neglecting him. Or that he maybe thinks it's not important to me. It's very important. It's just the holidays, all that. So yeah, that's still going. We got a lot of work to do on it, and I got to get moving on it. But it was really a letdown for me when those loads I did screwed up. So we'll have that going too. So I'm excited to do this unique load with some cast bullets. So it's going to be cool. $1,000 Wasser. Wow. Who would have thunk it, right? Craziness. I can't even fathom that. Insane. Absolutely insane. Alan Bishop, optics have been killing my budget. You, man, I shouldn't have got on that kick, but I wanted to finish that Thunder Ranch AR, and it's done, and it's cool, and I still got some work to do on that too. I'm not completely happy with it yet. Alan Bishop, it's because the AR is overall better than an AK. Fight me. Oh, God. No, it's just ammo thing right now. I hear, guys, I don't get into that AR AK thing. They are what they are, and there's a reason. The world's greatest superpower uses one, and arguably the world's second and third superpowers run the other in every other country on the planet. They're both great guns, great platforms. Is one easier to use than the other? I don't know. It's what you brought up on, it just is. See, I know I need a Bren. I know. God, stop the craziness. Stop the madness. I know. That Bren 2, though, I've heard a lot of guys saying the same thing about that they'd rather have the Bren 1. So I don't know. I don't know. So many things, so little time. God, bugs me. But the AR-15s melt. Yeah, I guess. They are fun, though. I mean, they're fun. The low recoil. I love messing with my DMR rifle. God, I got so many there too. I could go have fun with. There's so little time, not enough time to shoot everything. And I got to get down to where I'm bringing 1 or 2 rifles to the range, not 6 or 8. You don't get enough time to really spend with one and just really get familiar with the gun. You know what I mean? And that's what we got to do. But there's so much out there. We're very lucky, guys. Talking about a year with all that's going on and been going on. Guns are back in force. There's so much nice stuff out there. You guys, a lot of you younger guys will think, well, God, if I was only alive in the pre-ban days, when all the good stuff was here. Yeah, it was good. But you know what? Back then, it was kind of a select few. It was a small group. A lot of that stuff wasn't accepted in the mainstream, if you know what I mean. It was the land of fuds back then for the most part. And there just wasn't a ton of them. And then they went away, and that's, of course, when they get popular, But today, the accessories ammo choices, guns for that matter. There's so much cool stuff available. Pistol braces have opened up a whole new world, and all the suppressors and everything. I mean, it's just nuts. There's a lot of good stuff. Yeah, you could do Sears back then, and auto guns were available and not as crazy as now. But for the most part, for the everyday guy, there's so much to choose from out there, so much fun to have. Uh, it's to me, it's just as good as those days, if not better. I don't know. So don't feel like you were left out there. Guns great, God is great. Stoner and Kalashnikov too. Yes, sir. Don't make a Bren 805 and 762 though. You can actually carry 300 rounds of 5.56. Try doing that with 7.62. I do all the time. What are you talking about? I carried 3,000 rounds of it yesterday, right down over here. 3 trips. 700 more to go. Yeah, I just need to be rich. Me too, right? Wouldn't be any fun then, right? There wouldn't be the planning and the, okay, I get this and then I save for that. Well, we got to outfit this one, so put that off. Which one should I get? Oh, crap, those are available. I got to get those. That's my problem. The stuff I want comes available right when my cash is low. Joe Morgan, I love both. Militant, I really love my A2 carbine. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. I have gone down an MP5 rep. Tommy, so did I tell you? When I picked up the Galil, I walked in there ready, cash in hand, to buy an MP5 pistol. They had it on the shelf the last time I was there, and I walked in ready to buy it. And it was gone, and my heart kind of sank. And I was walking around the shop looking for something to buy, full well knowing I could get one from Arms Unlimited, but for a lot more money. So I thought about holding off and waiting, and then the urge overtook me and I bought it. So now I'm screwed. I got to save again and see what we come up with. But yeah, so my MP5 went down the tubes. Had they had it that day, I would have bought it. I got to have one. I have to. That's another one I got to throw in there. And now you're talking $3,000 minimum, at least. Excuse me again, guys. I got to clear my nose. I don't know what it is when I talk this much or if I'm allergic or what, but I get all plugged up. It's when I'm down here. I don't know what it is. Anyhow, so you went down the MP5 rabbit hole. So let's talk about that. So there were the ones that came in, I don't know, a year or two ago, right? They're still around. They came in around 2,700. You can pick one up there, a little more maybe. Arms Unlimited has a batch. They say a small batch came in from Europe, and they don't have the stampings all over them. Fire warnings. Fell told me be careful because some of those come in and HK won't warn. I don't know if that's the case with these. I don't know what they are. I mean, they're HK pistols, the real deal. I just don't know. When you're buying a gun of that caliber and that kind of money, you want to buy the right one. You don't want to get something that just ain't right. But I'd like to get that one. I don't know. We'll see. That's an expensive hole. Yes, it is. But I've been in a lot of expensive holes. Trust me, way more expensive than that. That's, if you think about it, it's cheap, my friend. Let's see, 3K. Yeah, 3K, easy. I thought my boat and Harley were bad, but HK MP5X, yeah, you're right. It's crazy. Ain't no HD $100, that's for sure. I'm breaking up. Everything says I'm fine here. I hope it's not. Maybe it must be your end because no, I don't. Unless if someone else is complaining, I don't know. Hey guys, make sure if you're new here, please go down and subscribe. Also, if you can, they've got the super chats down there, the little $ under where you type. You can send super chat over. Any dollar, $5, $10, $100, whatever you can afford is appreciated. Goes back into the channel. Just wanted to throw that out there. If you can't, trust me, I get it, man. It's Christmas time and funds are low. No problem. Enjoy. That's what we're here for. Support each other. So no problem there. But if you can, it's always appreciated. We work hard to bring you a lot of this stuff. Let's see. I just can't bring myself to spend that much. Yeah, I know, but it's one of those guns here. What I've learned on this thing is they never get cheaper. They never do. If you're waiting on that deal, or if something, an event blew them up, that's one thing. But HKs have just been, chunking their way up, and they're going to keep going. My call that an MP5 pistol 5 years from now will be a $5,000 to $6,000 gun. Easy. No problem. I promise you. Mark my words. I haven't been wrong yet on any of my calls. I will. I'm not perfect, but my shop has a bunch of those PTRs, and they're nice, but they're expensive too. My guy pointed out that the Century version, which is they're Zenith guns for all intents and purposes. I forget if they're built on the same machinery or if they build them for Century or whatever, but they're Zenith guns. That's what they are. And they're really nice for a Century product. You look at those guns, they're MP5 clone. Super, super nice gun. I held it. It's nice. And for the money, it's a nice placeholder at least. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I don't want, you're talking about the K, but I don't know that I want the K. Now, when it comes to like my Scorpions, I love my K. That little guy is just a ton of fun. But I guess I think I'm only going to have one HK, so it's going to be the full-size pistol. I say that now. Watch, I'll end up with 4 or 5 of them. No, I don't think so. Sorry. But what got me on this kick, and it's Steve's fault over at Select Fire because he got me into that Spanish set me. And there's another gun I got to play with some more. So much fun that gun is to shoot. I love it. What's the advantage of getting your own FFL? Like if you're a collector or whatever. Well, first of all, if you're going to do an FFL, it can't be for your own personal reasons. You can't do it to, what's the word? I don't know. You can't do it for personal reasons. And anything you own has to either be personally owned, where it goes through the FFL, background check, all of that in your name, or it's owned by the FFL. One of the two. You got guys, being an FFL is not what it's cracked up to be. Trust me. It's a full-time gig, man, and there's a lot going on with it, and you're under scrutiny all the time, and it's not that easy. If you want to do it for a living, fine. If you don't, I wouldn't bother. The PTR is good, and because it's not imported, no mods for except the trigger packs. Yeah, that's true. They are nice guns. They are. If I'm going that route, I'm going all the way. I'm not going in between. I don't know. Tommy guns. I just went on ARM's website and they don't even have them listed. It's not Arms of America, if that's where you went. Tell me where they're at and I'll buy one. I can't tell you. What if it's the last one? No, it's Arms Unlimited. They had them 2 days ago. Guns never get cheaper. The AR-15 was the only exception I've ever seen. Yeah, and that's because it got built out so much. That's not a bad thing either. But everything else, they all go up. You'll never lose money. So You buy it when you can. They're not getting cheaper, guys. They're not. Let's see. I have SP5. That's why I'm searching for the K. I've never even shot an SP5. I'd like to. You should bring yours over, Tommy. MKE builds on same machinery. Yeah, they do. I know that. There's also some machinery, or they're India or Pakistan. One of the two is building them under license, I think. The MP5 is a dream gun for me. That's what it is. It's just iconic. You know, it's one of those that if you got any kind of collection, you need one. You should have a real collection which has certain iconic guns. I guess depending what you're into, but you've learned you can't keep them all. I know. I'm trying to, though. Trying like hell. I noticed a few things about that latest batch of Arsenal underfolders. What about them? The crazy colors? That's because they're built here. Those, I'm pretty sure those are built here. Ask Misha about the FFL thing. Listen to his black box videos. Mr. Dillweed is a common occurrence. What do you mean, Mr. Dillweed? I don't understand that term. They're actually classics. Yeah, they are. Oh, classics that use a straight stock? Really? See, that's why I didn't pull the trigger on those. They're not the right ones. Century jacked up the price a clean 1,000 when they took over the import. Yeah. So it's not actually a clone, is what you're saying. Yeah, that's right. The Zenith were built on the same memory and all. It is a nice gun. Going now. You found it? Mr. Dillweed was a horrible customer he had to deal with. Okay. Yeah, anytime you're dealing with the public, guys. Have any of you guys ever dealt with Rock Island auctions? I have not personally, but when I'm down visiting my cousin, he lives right out there. And, well, not right out there. He's a ways away, but within an hour and a half or something. I sure would like to go check it out. It'd be cool. I'd probably sign up too. There's something for everybody there, not just cheap stuff, so or not just expensive stuff. Not in stock, so they sold out. Oh shit. I do see. I should have just done it. I bet I could get 2,500 for that underfolder I have. Crazy. All black. Yeah, you probably get it from me. Century came down in price. Well, I don't know what to do on that now, guys. I don't know. I guess there's some on Gunbroker. I guess I could find one. We'll see. Or my FFL really specializes in those. He's got some post samples too and stuff. Some really cool stuff. I would love to set up a range day with him where we could do a video and stuff and bring some of that guys to you. Some of that stuff. He's got a ton of cool stuff. I haven't checked in a while, but that was the original. All black. Yep. All new. You come through Michigan sometime and you can shoot a couple of them. I come through Michigan all the time. Actually, my daughter's got a track meet every week coming up here. So I will be in Michigan a lot over the next 2 months. Maybe every weekend, depending. I don't know. We'll see. Machiavelli Customs. I've been trying to get another ALG Ultimate Trigger, and they are non-existent. I've been seeing the matter of fact. I just saw a bunch of the regular ones, but the nickel, whatchamacallit, plated ones, I haven't seen any either. A lot of guys shy away from them. They think, oh, they're too light. They're magnificent triggers. Magnificent triggers. I haven't seen any. If I come across some, I'll let you guys know where they're at. but seen a lot of the other ones. Uh, the biggest difference between the two is not so much the pull weight. I can get one of the standard ones uh, just as light. It's the reset. The reset is shorter, is what I've found. And that makes a big difference. That trigger is so damn fast. I mean, fast, fast. Let's see. Like he told Militant, if you want to get it, I've been in firearms world for 30 years and you have even longer and cool stuff never comes back. It doesn't. Guys, if you see something you want and you say, well, I'm going to do this or I'm going to wait, see if I can find a better deal or whatever, don't wait. The cool stuff goes away and it don't come back. And you're going to be buying it on the secondary market and kicking yourself. Just grab it. Don't even question it. You'll make some mistakes here and there, but the mistakes can be, you can get rid of them. You can, whatever. The mistakes, your good buys and your great buys and your steals only come past once. Just grab them. They'll far outweigh the bad. I promise you. Took me to find an ultimate about a year ago. I was on a waiting list and got one. Haven't seen them since. I gotta call them and see if I can get my hands on some. Only the regular ALGs now. I have a brand new one I've had for a while. I'm gonna install it in my PSL. That's a great way to use that trigger, by the way. I would do that too. 140 bucks for one. That's it. I used to pay 65 for them. Sad fact is, if they try deliberately to hose us, it's that way to ruin the fun. I truly believe the people doing it are evil. Yep. Putting together another BCM M4. That's cool. Yeah, so my ultimate M4 is my my fighting rifle, essentially. And it's at Thunder Ranch. And I'll go out and film a video right after this. It's really such a nice gun. God, if you guys have never built a 14.5-inch AR, and you think, well, what's the big deal? Why do I need it? I don't want to weld and pin. I don't want to be stuck with just a flash hider or whatever. God, just build one. Just build one. That 1.5 to me makes a huge difference. The gun seems so short, so handy, yet it's a full rifle and it's magnificent. It really is. It's magnificent. I love this gun. It's my be all end all, do everything AR. I've got that EOTech system on it. Maybe once in a while I'll switch out to an LPVO, but God, I like that gun. So nice. If you haven't built one, build one. If you built a bunch and you're like, oh, I got this receiver laying around, what should I do? What should I do? Build one. Get a 14.5-inch pinned and do it. I would recommend, though, instead of a bird cage, put the Krebs IMS system on there. That way you get a great, probably the best flash hider, 4-prong flash hider. Works super well. Then you can put the compensator on it, you can put a brake on it, or you can put a can on it, all on the same system, even though it's welded and pinned. Great way to go. I've got an LMT Mars L Gucci. Yes, sirree, Bob. Ellen, I've got a 14.5 pin and welded, and you love it, don't you? Added bonus, you can use a bayonet. Yes. Yep. Cool guns. They are. So, stopped in local big box store tonight, and the same one that had a ton of ammo. I was telling you guys with, they even had volume, 1,000 round cases, the 400, what are they, 430 rounds of green tip, that kind of thing. They are pretty, well, they still have 940, all the stuff. They are wiped out from what they had. They were almost full and now wiped out again. They still have some, like 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, I'd be like, oh, wow, man, they got 9, they got this, they got that. But compared to what it was just right before Christmas, man, Christmas killed them. People were in shopping, let me tell you. But on the reloading side, I did see 500 round boxes of 9mm, 115 grain round nose for about $70. Picked one of those up. Some other good stuff too. Some deals on reloading equipment, RCBS Chargemaster combo that are normally like $395, I think. Marked down to $350, and then another 25% off, so maybe another $90. So $260. That's a hell of a deal for a Chargemaster. K-Vars Nuts, Arms of America, Polish guns. Mine's a 16-inch. I use a bayonet because of an adapter from Triple R Products. Never seen an adapter. I've never tried to put a bayonet on any of my ARs. I should put one on this 14. Who just made an AK milled pistol? Oh, yeah. What was that? I saw it the other day. I meant to tell you guys. Yeah, Polish, right? Yeah. There's a Polish milled pistol out, guys. Really neat. Really, really neat. Little different cuts and stuff, but very interesting. We're going to have to look into that a little deeper. I forgot all about that. Thank you for bringing that up. Whitebear brought that up. Yeah. That's going to be really interesting. Be cool to see if they come out with a rifle, huh? Wyndham Weaponry AR-15 government rifle on sale for $820. They're the last ones, I think, making the A2, right? To really have an A2 pattern. I don't even think Colt's doing one anymore. And for A2, for $820, that's not a bad deal. These new gun buyers are still snatching everything up in my area. I see a lot of 80-year-old grannies buying everything you can think of. WBP has one. Yeah, that's who has it. I'll send you an email. Rock guy is American made business and his product is good. Yeah, it'd be cool to check it out. Yeah, the pistol, the Jack. Yeah, it's a version of the Jack because they had a stamped Jack. Yeah, Atlantic made a video. Super cool. Mini Jack. The Jack is the rifle. Okay. 20-inch detachable handle. Cool. Mine is DPMS A2 pattern. It's my first AR, so but I snatched it up. Yeah. I have, well, I guess I have one. I shouldn't say I don't, but I have the best in the original. I have the original Colt Sporter from the 60s. Mine's serial number under 10,000, so I guess I really don't need one. I got that. Except I don't know that gun should even be shot that much, right? Pretty collectible. So maybe I should build one. I don't know. I was thinking about doing a retro arrow or I don't know. Maybe one of the Brownell's guns or something. I don't know. Makes it look like a sword with a trigger. Yeah. That is cool. It's so funny how just an inch and a half changes that gun so much. It's crazy, crazy. SP1, that's what I got. SP1, I got a video on it. Check it out. I remember that I've had that gun. Well, it was my father's, and I've had that gun since I was about 10 years old, I think. Yeah, mine is too, 4-digit. A lot of women packing. I haven't seen all that many around. Frankly, I don't see that many in the FFLs I visit for whatever reason. I don't know. I wish there were more. Uh, Heck, I wish there was more in my area that we could do videos with, or go shooting, or even do interviews with, and get their side of the story. It'd be cool, see what they think, how they got into it. I'd love to, get more cool. So the rest of you guys got to do your part and bring some over. That'd be awesome. Trident flash hider. The Schmidt Rubin K31. There's a gun I don't have. Here's a story. You guys have heard me talk about that hole in the wall gun shop that used to be by us, where I walked in. You never knew what they were going to have as far as surplus, that kind of thing. They had a load of, that's the one with the cocking ring, right? Or the straight pull, whatever. They had a bunch of them, and they were mint. I mean, mint, mint. And I remember the shade of the wood even on this gun. And my son was saying, "Oh, Dad, we should get one. We should get one. They're really cool." And I thought, at that time, I was enthralled with, I was just getting into the AK thing, frankly. And I just thought my money was spent better elsewhere. I should have listened to my son and bought it. Matter of fact, over the years, had I listened to my son, every time even though he was young, the advice he gave, I should have listened, because, man, I'd be a much richer man, let me tell you. Yeah, I should have one for my retro. You are right. Matter of fact, I almost bought a couple off a surplus website, some originals, real nice. I got to find one. Anybody know where a good place to get one is at a decent price? I need 2 of them. I can't remember the name of the site. It's a popular surplus site that I stumble across once in a while. I never saved the site. I should, because they always got cool stuff. That's another thing, guys. If you guys find cool websites, history, or parts, or Army, Navy surplus kind of stuff, where cool stuff shows up now and then, let us know. Share it so we can all check it out. I love going through those sites, finding old stuff. All of a sudden, you come across something that you didn't even know existed for some surplus rifle you have or something, and you find some cool stuff. Let's see. Nobody ever raped a 38 is what I told my sister. That's good. That's what I bought my girls. 38 snubbies. Can't go wrong there. They fit so nicely in a purse. I've got an M16A4 clone. Everything on it is Colt with a King is M5 rail, 20-inch barrel, helps 5.56 achieve maximum velocity. Why, yes, it does. After all, that was the original, right? That is what the ballistics were made for. Knight's armament, yes. You don't think he's in business, huh? Well, we'll find out. 38 Detective. Yep. Gotta love those. Gotta love those. I got a set of black pearl grips for a Colt snubby that are so nice and so cool. And I just wish I had something to that. Maybe we'll have to do something like that. Really like to get into some 357 shooting too. But M70 AB2, awesome, awesome, awesome gun. And a SAM5 recently. Your videos helped with the push. Well, you watched my video, so you know how much I love those M70 AB2s. Guys used to make fun of me for that gun. I was like, you were like considered the poor. What do kids say today? You're a poor or pores, hanging with the pores when you had that gun. Everybody made fun of it. Piece of junk, century garbage. Why would you want one of those? Now they're like, damn, that's a nice rifle, you know? And funny thing was, that's how my AK collecting started. I wanted to amass 5 of them. I wanted one for every member of my family. And at one point, I think I got the 5th one finally. But one of them ended up being a M70 AB2T. Look at my video called The Tale of the T. And it tells you about that T. And I've had a couple guys say, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I do know what I'm talking about. The original M70, the underfolder variant, build got too expensive to produce, as you can, you know. So they were looking to save money, and they went to a stamped gun. The original stamped M70 they came out with was not what you know it as today. It was a 1mm receiver. Did not have the 1.5mm thick receiver. It had a 1mm. It did not have bulge trunnions. It had regular trunnions. Other than that, pretty much same gun. Yugos have a penchant for wanting to launch grenades for whatever reason. And what started happening was it couldn't take the pounding, and they started cracking receivers. So when that happened, they want to go back to spending the money on the milled guns, which are now known as were then known as the M60. Is it 63? I can't keep it all straight. You see one hanging in behind 2AEDU's head when he's doing his streams all the time. Anyways, those guns had the original. The bolt hold open was actually a mechanism in the receiver instead of just the mag. And they had special mags that worked with that mechanism. You'll still come across some once in a while, those mags. Anyhow, rather than go back to the milled version, they went to the bulge trunnions and the 1.5mm receiver. And hence we have the modern day ZPAP and OPAPs and whatever else. But for a very, very short time in between the milled guns and the 1.5 bulged trunnion guns, you had a 1mm flat side, no bulge trunnion M70. And I want to say it was only in production for a year and a half, maybe. So they were fairly rare guns as far as M70s go. So Century got their hands on a bunch of these kits and built them into what they called M70 AB2s. But because they didn't have the bulge trunnions and had the thinner receivers, they were M70 AB2Ts. And if you were running through gunbroker auctions just looking for them, because until the re-release of the M70 AB2, those guns had gone away 10 years ago or more, like around 2012 or 13 they were around. And you didn't see any after that. They got snapped up and they were gone. You'd see them on the secondary market. So I'd be looking for them, trying to get some. And it was easy to go, M70AB, and put a bid in and win the auction, and the gun gets sent to you. And you go, oh, shit, it's not what I wanted. What the heck is this? And that's when I did a deep dive into it and learned what was what with them. So my dad actually has that gun. That's the one I converted to a fixed M4 stock. I still have the stock. Oh, by the way, the folders on them were milled style underfolders. There's a difference in the pattern and the stock. Actually, it's not a stamped. It's a milled underfolder. The stock, that is. So they're different than what you have on your M70AB too. So just interesting, just slight interesting difference. So ended up with one by mistake, and after I learned the story, I thought it was cool enough to keep the gun around. I was going to get rid of it, but ended up keeping it. So if you're interested, check out that Tale of the Tea video I have. Just another little factoid, and you'll get to see that gun in there too. It's kind of cool. Anyhow, let's check back in here. Dan Wesson Detective Special stolen. Man, I hope I never have a gun stolen. That would suck. Yep, they are. That's why they became cool. You don't see many with the grenade launchers. Misha over at Misha Co. has his OPAP. He changed out the gas block on it for one with the grenade launcher sight, and he put on the night sights on it, and it's like a true military version. It's very cool, and the military would know. Cool gun. H&R revolvers, yeah, they've gone way up. What did Patton say about who? The Russians? He said we should have kept right on going. Finished the job. Big Bear YouTube would delete me. Would like a man here an MR73 revolver. Never heard of it. I still have my Colt 38 Special Detective. Well, I got a cool set of grips for that gun. Same thing about gold guns. Those are treasures. Selling off unfired Chinese SKS. I have a nice Chinese SKS. Got a video with all three of them. My Yugo, my Chinese, and my Russian. Arms Unlimited does have the SP5. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Told you. No, I better get on there if you're going to regret it. Yeah. What do you think of that gun? It's, you see how they advertise it? It doesn't have the American stampings on there. You think it's a legit import? You think they'd cover it on warranty, which you probably wouldn't need anyways. But do you think it's the right gun to have? Or should I wait for one from that last import batch? Do you remember the bullpup AKs that Century Arms? Oh, God. Stay away. The only bullpups, I know there was a Norinco bullpup done back pre-ban. The AK guy has a video on one of those. What a horrible gun. He equated the trigger to, I believe, a bent coat hanger. Kind of funny. That's, I think, how the Cursed Gun Images thing started with him. But it's funny. That's a good price, by the way. I take it it's got one of the yellow stocks, yellow bleachy wood stocks. Nice gun. Let me know. I need to know, Tommy, on that, because you're the guy that knows more than me. So I'm going to take your advice. I'll blame you if it goes wrong. You need someone to blame. What the hell? Might as well be you. Take a good close look for me. I appreciate it, buddy. I really do. Because I don't know squat about them. Hey guys, not on the channel, please. Okay, get a email address or something. They'll screw me on it somehow. Okay, please, for all of us' sake. You know what? AK guy, so here's my opinion on that. All right. So when he started out, I remember watching a video about how to slick up your AK that he did. He's talking about sanding the rails and all this crap. And literally, um, yeah, it's not a big deal, guys. I can't risk it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I don't want anybody to have any issues. That's not a good place for it. That's all. Not yelling at you. I'm not upset. Just please. Okay. Enough said. Anyways, I'm watching this video about um, the AK guy slicking up an AK, and he's showing sanding the rails and all this crap. And at that point, I truly believe he didn't know squat. He was just another guy that liked him. It was cool, like we all were at one point, you know. But yeah, it wasn't. He didn't have a lot of technical knowledge. And I thought, and I was just getting into my channel, and I kind of really looking down on him, you know, like, this guy doesn't know anything, this and that. And then he started building his guns, and I'll admit it, maybe it was almost a bit of jealousy in a way, um, that his channel was flying and I'm doing my thing, and here he is building guns, and I'm okay to admit it, you know. Not a big deal, but I have to congratulate the guy. I really do. Man, he jumped in. Think about this. He was a mere kid. He still is. But he jumped into this whole thing, got things going, got a business up and running. Look at his channel now. And to give him credit, his knowledge has increased tremendously. I would say a lot through osmosis because of the channel and all, but he kept at it. So I can't knock the guy. I can't knock it. The knowledge is certainly there now. Look at his AK-50 project. He did that. He got those guys together. I mean, they went from uh, maybe no knowledge and put some guys together and got it works. And it's essentially uh, really an AK the way it operates and everything. And then to put these guns out, and yes, there was a big turmoil. So I was kind of pissy on the subject, kind of like you are. Um, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I was just perturbed with the guy, right? He doesn't know shit and this and that. So I started diving into this the AK guy rifles, right? And he wasn't filling orders, and there were guys on AK files and stuff all bitching about it and calling them names and all kinds of crap, right? And then it came out that he didn't build the rifles and all this, and nobody knew exactly. Well, I knew a guy that had one, a friend of mine, and we went to a shoot, and I told him what I was going to do, and he's friends with him. So I said, "Do you mind if I show this?" And I think he even called him or whatever, so he kind of knew it was coming, I guess. But at any rate, the info was out there because there were a couple other review videos, and I can't believe nobody else caught it because this guy doing the review flips the rifle over, and you can see underneath the rifle between the magwell and the the foregrip, you can see the stamping right there of who made the gun. And there's some other things that go along with that. When someone makes a receiver, they can stamp it, and then the final builder and all that. But anyways, what was the company? Were they Arizona or something? It was M&M or M&R or uh, they're still in business, or they were bought out by Palmetto or something now. I forget. That's how much I give a shit about it. But anyways, I saw it plain as day there. So you look at my video, the AK guy video. I have the rifle in my hands. I show you it's stamped by the other builder, this and that. What he did was subcontract those guns to them. They built them, put his name on them. I think he started out earnestly to build the guns and found out he had a bigger calling for them than he could handle, or he didn't have the equipment and knowledge at the time maybe to do it. And they built it, put his name on it, shipped it out. My buddy got one of the first ones. It shoots excellent. The fit, finish, and quality and the way it's finished is absolutely beautiful. It really is. You'll see in that video I did on it, but I show the stamping on it and everything. And I'm sorry, I forget who it was. It really doesn't matter. I do believe now he's building his own guns. And to be 100% honest, he may have done work on some of those because I can't even remember the law receiver. It'll say Morrissey on it, but put the gun together or whatever. I can't remember the ATF term for it. It could have been that even, but I do believe they did build that rifle, that he didn't build it. Either way, at worst, he misrepresented that he built the rifle. At best, he offered a great rifle for sale to people. That being said, that out of the way, I find him very amusing. And I give him a lot of credit. His channel has went huge. He still makes me laugh. I've never met him. I've never talked to him. I would like to. I think he'd be a cool guy to hang out with. Think what you will. Somebody I just saw something bisexual something. I don't care about that. He's got long hair. He's not bisexual, I'm sure, but I don't know. I had long hair like that and everything, and if I was his age, I'd probably look almost identical to him because at that age I did. But I find him funny. He has made leaps and bounds in the industry. He knows a lot of people. His knowledge is there. He's done the AK-50 project. He took on building his own line of rifles. He bought out a huge parts lot from somebody. He's done just a ton, an absolute ton, and he's doing it well. And I think he does good things for the industry, all in all. I just find him very amusing. I'd love to meet the guy and hang out with him. I really would. So sometimes you can't be so critical because a matter of fact, I even wrote an apology to him for putting that video out and everything. And I told him that, yeah, at the time I did. I was going after you. Just, I don't know, for whatever reason. Basically for views, I think at that point is what I was doing. And was it a shitty thing to do? Maybe. Did people deserve it to know? Probably. Was it a bombshell? No, I don't think so. But either way, he's funny. I find him just hilarious. I really do. And some people don't like that humor, and that's okay. You don't have to like everybody. A lot of people probably think I'm some boring old FUD, or whatever. But I wish I had the viewers he did. He's doing something right. I got to say that. And yes, a lot of kids follow him. I get that. But I find him funny. I think he's a good bridge between generations, let's say. I don't know. Let me go back and comment. I want to see what you guys are saying about him. Tommy, keep reading about that gun. I want to know if it's the right one or not. Please don't bring up the AK guy. He doesn't know anything about anything. Jim Fuller said his AKs are crap. Somebody said at one point that he is the nephew of Jim Fuller. Not sure. AK guy is a bisexual guy. What's OK Rock? AK guys' rifles are basically IO. No, they're not. They're nice guns. So my one buddy, it would only take one mag. They hadn't tested it, and he changed his quality control procedures because of this rifle. The center support was a little too far forward. And before you comment of that's why his rifles are crap, nope. Mr. Krebs, Mark Krebs, the AK God, even said that every so often he gets a receiver or a gun where they have to shave down the center support too. It happens. And I've seen it on arsenal guns too before. So don't knock it. Other than that, Really, really nice gun. I've had one in my hands, guys. If you trust me in my opinion, trust me, it is a very nicely built rifle. Certainly finished well. I can't speak to how it's held up, but I haven't heard any complaints from them. It's really sharp. Take a look in the video. Ba, 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 ba. Nice. America working properly in the chat. Yeah, I saw Misha's video with his OPAP. Yeah, that's cool. Excellent work he had done on it. Love watching his videos. I love Misha too. Misha is, man, what a walking history book, huh? It's maybe because his sight issues. Maybe he's just got a memory like a steel trap, but wow. There's another guy I'd love to hang out with. So many cool people in the YouTube community. He is pretty funny. I'll give him that. In my opinion, I would rather trust you more than. Hey, everybody's got their niche, right? My problem is memory. I can't keep it all in my head. I've got the information. Sometimes it just doesn't come out fast enough or when I want it to. If you hang out with me, it comes out. You get to see it. It comes out here in my hands. I know what I'm doing. He had Lee Armory. Yeah, it was Lee. You're right. You're right. He don't know jack about engineering. No, he doesn't. But he did learn that one Smith he had working on the AK-50 project really brought him along, and some of the other guys that he brought in to help. He learned a ton there. And it's like anything. You work on a project like that, you're going to learn a lot. It's, hey, how many guys take that on? It's cool. I hope he eventually brings it out. He is an entertainer. Absolutely, he is. I'm friends with the head designer on the AK-50. Cool. Awesome. Those guys knew their stuff, man. I remember when they were messing with timing issues and, strength, and he was trying to get the money together because he was right. Prototypes cost a lot of money, and then they were using 3D printing to do some of the stuff because they could do it quicker and prove out some certain things. Certainly not pressures and stuff like that, but. Could use it in different ways that really help cut costs and all. I hope he finishes it. And then he brought a group of young guys together to bring ideas to the project and everything. Those guys were amazing. They really were. These were guys that were firearm aficionados. I don't know how much actual schooling they had or even if they were done with college yet. They were young guys, and when they were collaborated together, they came up with some really cool ideas. There's some cool videos to watch. Let's see. Pretty much he blew up when he got the Kentucky Ballistics donut demo. All the guys working with bunker branding. Yeah, he did. He did. I mean, good for him. I mean, he is funny. You got to hand it to him. He's funny. Just the way he says stuff. It's like they say, it's all in the delivery, right? He's got a bunch of people interested in AKs. His contest is funny. It's all about the hair. He's got great hair. He does. When my hair was long back in the day, I had hair like him, thick and cool. Yeah, it definitely brought the ladies in. That's for sure. Yeah, I think you're cool as fuck. Yeah, sure. Yeah, me, old washed up old guy. Yeah, I'm cool for an old guy, I guess. I want a definitive arms AK, but Chase is selling everything out the back door to the customers he chooses. Yeah, you can find guys though that can get stuff. Call enough or take a drive over if you're passing through that area. I think some of his stuff goes to Copper Customs too. Check out Copper Customs. They get some of his stuff once in a while. You'll see a couple jump on there. I've seen them come through. What's DLD After Dark? It's a small channel. He was cool enough to get on there. I can second that. Definitely not a FUD. Yeah. I don't watch AK guy, but seems like a decent fella. He is. He just, guys, take it with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, um, I've met, I don't know, a couple handfuls of YouTubers and a lot of big ones. And everyone that I've met have been pretty good guys, really good guys, actually, with the exception of maybe two. And even those guys, maybe it's just that you might feel that they have ulterior motives or something. And you hear things from other people that kind of, okay, you take, maybe keep them at arm's reach, that kind of thing. One major player, major player, that I met through my son. Well, I didn't meet him. My son met him. And my son told me that dad, he was an absolute arrogant dick, is all he said. He was really hyped up that he met him and all this. And he said, "Dad, no, you don't want to. You don't want to meet him." He was trying to. He went up to the guy and told him, "Oh, my dad loves you and he watches your channel and this and that." And the guy was just not going to say who it was, but a major player in the AK field. Let's just say that. You'll never really hear me put anybody down here. I just don't think it's right. Everybody has their thing and they do it for their own reasons, their own motivations, and whatever it is. And if you like them, you like them. Great. There's room for everybody. There's room for everybody, unless somebody was an absolute shill or doing harm to the community or Second Amendment community or something like that. That's one thing. But the other stuff, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you who that was. I'm just not. I don't do that. But I'll just tell you this. The majority of people I've met have been really, really good people, and a ton of them have helped me a ton. Even just from the standpoint of shout outs and stuff like that. It helps. It really does. When you're a small channel, and I'm a tiny channel. I'm nothing. I thought I'd be much further than I was, but there was a major slowdown year and a half ago, and it still hasn't picked back up. I don't know if it's algorithms, what. I know I laid off and I'm not doing some of the stuff I used to do to push it, but trying to get back into it and all to get it there. Maybe these live streams have hurt it. I don't know, because our core group of guys here listen and enjoy it, but I don't know that somebody passing through, clicking on the channel, gets kind of what we're talking about sometimes, because we're all over the place. We're not just AKs, we're not just Second Amendment. We're all over. I mean, I talk about Ram trucks and all, everything. Maybe that's, somebody told me once that whatever you do with your channel, make sure it's just you. Don't do it to be like someone else or someone else's channel. Just do what you do, and people either like it or they won't. Well, obviously they must not like it too much, or I'd be growing bigger. But I'm going to stick to that because I think that's the best way to go. If you're not doing you, then who are you doing, and can you keep that up? Probably not. I don't know if I come across as fully me on here or not, because I think at the end of the day, when you know me better, I'm a lot funnier and I'm a lot goofier, I guess, with jokes and fooling around. And I try to be a little more serious here, maybe. So maybe I should just be my goofy self. I'm a lot more immature than I portray here, I guess. But either way, I have fun and I hope you guys like it. So I'll just keep doing what I do. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I guess if people like it, they talk about it, they share it, they get friends to do it. Maybe it's all your guys' fault. Maybe you're not. No, I'm kidding. it is what it is. That's all. We have fun. Change things up. I thought, well, maybe it's the backgrounds I do. I'm in my shop and just the background with the mess behind me. But then you look to AEDU does that. A lot of guys do that. Um, so I thought, well, maybe we do this for this, and just look a little better. But I don't know. It is what it is, and I have fun. Alan Bishop with the super chat for $5. Let's go, Brandon. Couldn't get better than that. Thank you, sir. We certainly appreciate it. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And it always goes back into the channel. I promise you that. I just wrote channels twice. What? Check out Brandon Herrera's AK guys versus. Oh, those are hilarious. He's right, guys. So whether you like Brandon Herrera or not, and this is a big shout out to him actually. Check out his AK guys versus AR guys. You want to talk about funny, and he hits the nail on the head, and we can all. Um, if you're into AKs, you will definitely see the humor. It's friggin' hilarious. And there's 4 or 5 of them he did. So make sure you watch all of them because one's better than the next. They're hilarious. They truly, truly are. So make sure you check those out. I forgot about those. You will laugh your ass off. I'm going to watch them right when I get done with this because they're that funny. They say you should never meet your heroes. Absolutely true. You know why? My brother's in the rock and roll business. He's been in a band, put out records of his own, all that stuff. At the end of the day, he was a huge Kiss fan during the day. Gene Simmons, all that stuff. And anyways, he ends up working in the music business. He's worked for the band Styx for 25 years. Tours all over the world with them every year. He's been in every country, you name it, he's done it. And he's also worked for everyone from Van Halen to Kiss, Days of the New, Buck Cherry, you name it, he's worked for him. Shania Twain, on and on and on. Toured with REO, Journey, Styx, Van Halen, Kiss, Supertramp, on and on and on. Anyhow, he meets Gene Simmons for the first time, and the guy was a complete dick to him. And then he's met him a bunch of times since and worked with him, ate dinner with him one night. And he said, you don't want to be that kid. Oh my God, can I get your autograph? He's been in the business for 3 decades. But he said it just destroyed him when he finally met one of his heroes. So, yeah, you're probably right. Let's see. So, sorry, Chris got called away. Watch Larry Vickers' Galile's video. It's not that the red dot was loose. It's the rifle itself. Dust cover flexing. Watch the video and you'll. Okay, I will. Thank you. Let's see. Ken Sterner, of course, if the vortex doesn't work out on the ace, that's a great excuse to get a. Yes, it is. It is. Wow. White Bear, $10 super chat. Holy cow. Let's go, Brandon Herrera. Thank you for all your time and knowledge, Rock, for UBU. I will. Thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. Appreciate that. Machiavelli Customs. I like that name, by the way. Machiavelli. Machiavelli. That's always been such a cool name. I like it. Look at Such. He promotes everything. Even if the gun jams, he will give it a thumbs up. Right? Man, he's so even toned. I don't know how he got as big as he did. I think some of these guys hit it before when YouTube and when you could do anything and made a lot of money and all that. A lot of them, the early guys got in and they just continued. I don't know what he does different. He's certainly not an entertainer. He doesn't do I don't know. I don't know what the draw is there. That's a hard one to figure out. But you're right about that. Yeah, I've seen them give a couple Ruger automatics that that are like friggin' boat anchors, and he's like, "Yeah, great gun, Viking outlaw. The gun community is being disappeared." Yes, it is. I know mine has been. If I could show you guys a shot of the analytics, you'd crap your pants. I mean, it's unbelievable the drop. I mean, like boom, like crazy. An entire screen from up here, like the curve doesn't go like this. It literally, if the curve is up here on the screen, bam, and then I'm coasting along right now with views, subscribers, this, that, where I was 2.5 years ago, guys. I have the views I had 6 months in when they were up here, like crazy on fire, and just bam, like down, like somebody shut the switch off. I don't even know why I do them anymore because it's insane. If I showed it to you, I am not exaggerating one bit. It went from thousands and thousands down to nothing, nothing, nothing. I don't get it. I really don't. If anything, I'm doing more, showing cooler stuff, spending a whole lot of money that, frankly, can't keep sustaining itself. Such is a massive shill, but he's fun to watch. Yeah, I guess. Hell, I find them all fun to watch. I'll watch anybody for the most part. It don't matter. I meet Gene Simmons in a bookstore in Hollywood, and he was cool. Was he really? Grew up in Los Angeles. It was about 9 years ago when I was visiting my parents. I met him during college. He was the band. They were playing in Detroit. I think the Pontiac Silverdome, maybe, or I don't know. But my roommate's parents owned a restaurant in Greektown, and they had an upstairs for VIPs, and the whole band and crew and everybody ate there, and I got to meet them. I like Nut Fancy Channel. Fight me. I love Nut and Fancy. He's cool. Sometimes, the only thing pisses me off there is the well, if you had the BCG and you put it next to the FPQ, your TITs would fall off, and then you'd end up with your DIK on the ground. And I don't know. If it was a GTW, we might as well buy a GTO because that's better than a Le Mans. But oh my God, stop, dude. It's crazy. All these, what do you call them? Starts with an A. God, I can't stand it. It's like, what? I got to rewind just to understand what you're saying. It's nuts. He goes a little overboard with all that. And his first cool and second cool. And what's the other stuff? The motorcycle thing, the knife thing, the watch thing. It's, man, oh man. But it is a cool channel. I like watching it. He's long-winded like me, and he don't care how long his videos go for. 2.5 hour video on the new magazine that came out. It's crazy, but I like him. That's nothing. I like Country Marshall. He's the guy. He's got a lot of turmoil surrounding him, doesn't he? Wasn't he the guy that went into that BLM thing or whatever? I don't know. Or that free zone, whatever the hell they were doing. Guys accused him of being, I don't know, whatever. Let's see. Tommy, if you have Gunbroker account, do advanced search, and they're been sold with detailed pics from what I gather. Huh. So is it the right one or not? I don't have a Hakeem, but cool stuff. Save the Bees made it in. Cool. I think a lot of them they do work with promotional companies like the Octopus. Yeah, that's It's funny, there's an AR company though too that they own, I think. Or maybe they just used the branding on it. I saw, yeah, Bunker Branding Demo Ranch Group. Is Bunker Branding part of the Demolition Ranch thing? I don't know how you get hooked up with them. I've been watching your vids for a long time and they will never pop up on my feed. Why is that? That's weird, ain't it? Oh, the other day I just discovered 2 days ago that I must have hit something algorithm because they demonetized a quarter of my videos, at least, even the live chats they demonetized. I went back, they demonetized stuff that was 2 years old, that's been out there for 2 years. And I had to, go in and dispute them. And so far, four of them have been put back. But yeah, that screws you on everything you made that month or whatever. And a bunch of them, I'm sure, are going to be demonetized permanently. So I don't know what to do. I got to find somebody to get some advice on this that knows more than I do to get this thing moving and see what the hell is going on. How does that happen? A quarter of my videos get demonetized when they're 2 years old. And then, like Machiavelli says, nothing shows up in his feed. That's weird. But I see stuff too, like Mr. Guns and Gear it isn't showing up in my feed anymore. AK Operator doesn't show up in my feed anymore. They're screwing all of them. They really are. And I'm subscribed. Everything's in. I check them. Make sure you're subscribed, guys. I don't want to be that guy saying, make sure you're subscribed and make sure you've got hit the bell and all that. But maybe they are taking. I don't know. It's so weird. I mean, a year it took me 600 for 600 subscribers. I was getting 600 in a month. Now this last year, I mean, they've just. I don't even know what's going on anymore. HK is importing and HK USA won't warranty as they aren't the importer. Not true. You need it, but you never know. The barrel is laser marked, not engraved, but it actually appears a legit HK build. Okay. Grand Thumb is pretty cool too, but guys get too excited over him. I only get excited like that for sex. Yeah, they do. And from what I understand, he his military background is not what people would think it is. It's is it Air Force? It's not Special Forces or anything, or not even a regular grunt. I don't think. It's something weird that you'd never think by watching his channel. You'd think he's some big operator, and I don't think that's the case. I think he's like security or something. Grand is my favorite amongst the Demo Ranch group, and I newer Chanel Administrative. What? Results is cool too. I think Balaclava is Grand's cameraman. Okay. Yeah, your channel never comes up on my feed. I have to check for new. Really? Why is that? Maybe I'm just not big enough. I don't look at Clayco 47. That dude came out of nowhere. All of a sudden he's coming in my feeds. Why is he coming in and I don't go in? I don't know. Yeah, but my first thought when I watched him was doucher. That was my first thought. But he can't handle an AK, that's for sure. But he thinks he's that fast, and he ain't that fast. I mean, as far as trigger work goes, he's fast, but it ain't that big a deal. I'm as fast. Sorry, Clover Tech knows a lot. Yeah, I heard about that. Somebody, 2A, I think, mentioned him. I may need to, I don't know if he's willing or not, but he would be a good guy to talk to. I think I need to do that. I don't know. Some guys get weird when you want to talk about channels, you know. Nobody wants to give up their info. Some guys do. Some guys are really nice when it comes to that. But a lot of guys, most guys are like me. They just don't know because the info's not out there, at least not for the average guy. Yeah, 3,200. I know it's not a deal, but plenty you could get imported by HK USA on gun broker for near same price. That's what I thought too. It might be kind of rare though without that stuff on there. I think that is a plus to a lot of guys. Clayco finally did. How long's he been out? Because man, I just discovered him like 2 months ago. Um, he came out of nowhere unless I just had never seen him. I don't know. He's a three-gun shooter, guys. That's what he concentrates on. Um, and I'll tell you, you get that fast from practice. Period. Just practice, practice, practice. Um, I don't, and let me tell you, you slow down real quick when you stop practicing. Trust me on that. I would love to get back up to speed, but it's with everything else, it's hard. The only way to have your vids show up more is to use code words and don't show. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. I wonder the magazine thing. That's crazy. How do you not? And they said a magazine. They did it by one round too. I think they screwed it up or something. I don't know. It's a joke. So you can't. It's not 10 rounds. It's something else. It's weird. Anything over 29 rounds or something like that. They did. But either way, they all show them. They still pop up. So it can't be that. Yeah, he's Air Force something, uh, which is not a shot. It's just you wouldn't think that for at first glance. Clayco is awesome. So is administrative three hole. I haven't seen that. Never heard of them. Just rare as HK only imported, not as many as HK USA, obviously, and that's what's rare. No caution on Magwell is just that. No warning. I think a lot of guys like that though. I don't know. If you needed to grab a rifle right now and defend yourself, what would you be picking up? Well, I have more ARs laying out only because my AKs are in a more protected environment right now. But it'd be my Tavor right now because it's sitting next to me. That's good in the house too because it's so short. Another cool gun. Never thought I'd like it as much as I do, but what a cool gun. Uh, well, you gotta Machiavelli. You gotta understand his AKs are built for competition, and he's not really caring. He likes how some stuff looks. I gather from what he says, but you set him up for what works and what's fast. And let's face it, those guns take a beating, so you're never shooting collectible stuff. Let's say, matter of fact, like I shoot built or boutique guns when I run an AK in a competition because I don't want to take whatever. Not that they would be any cheaper, really, but a $2,000 rare whatever and toss it in a barrel. Um, so you're using guns that you built specifically, or like my Krebs gun. Yeah, most guys will say, "Oh my God, a Krebs! I can get another one." Toss it in the barrel and roll. But that's why you're making them so they fit fast, and they fit in the same spot every time. So they're not gonna exactly look perfect. That purple one should get him fined. Was that his girlfriend's gun, maybe? The purple one, I thought. I think he built that for her. I enjoy the LARPing aspect of the AK community. Yeah. Fight me. You're right. You're absolutely right. That's what is fun. He's fast for about 4 rounds and then he fades or gets uneven. But I get it. You gotta have it. You gotta be on the money, man. He gets sponsored, so he gets free Cerakote. Yeah, he does have a lot of cool Cerakotes, though. You're saying, but you can't go wrong. Sorry, I'm reading Tommy's. I know a lot of you guys aren't so interested in the HK thing we're talking about here, but we'll see. Yeah, I thought the purple one was his girlfriend's. I'll tell you one thing about Clayco, and I had this taught to me years and years ago, and he's the first guy that I ever heard repeat it. This is one of those things that falls under what gray hair guys know. So when it comes to shooting fast, let's say you're just gonna do a mag dump or something, right? And you're just yanking it, right? And it's uneven, your fingers getting tired, you start out fast, you slow down, then you go, back faster. You have to, there has to be a tempo set for it in your head. So if most guys will do this, then they don't even realize they're doing it. As they're pulling, they're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. As they get to 22, 23, 24, it takes longer to say that in your head. So your shooting's slowing down. It's following that tempo. You're better off doing it in short bursts, either whatever comes fastest for you. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And even that you'll screw up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If however you can spit it out the fastest or find something else, just go da 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 da. However you can say it best, the quickest without getting tongue tied, is your trigger finger will follow. If you know, it's weird. I don't know if that's just me or if that's everybody, but this old guy taught me that, and I just use a tempo thing, uh, and it works. So the faster you can say it, the faster the trigger will follow, essentially. And you're not speaking out loud; it's just in your head. At least that's how I do it. So I can keep it up for quite a while until I mean, as far as where it gets bad enough where your fingers cramping or something, but um, certainly fast enough to run through a course. And let's face it, you're not dumping that kind of rounds in a row, anyways. You're usually 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. So uh, I don't know. That's just how I do it. Maybe some of you guys can relate or do that or something like that. The fight me stuff is getting out of hand. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to fight you on that one. I don't think I've seen Mr. Guns of Gear. Yeah, right. It's stuff just disappears, and I don't even know why. I don't get anything anymore. And then what's his name? Guns and Gadgets. I was getting him all the time, and now he's kind of slowed. They've all slowed down. I don't get notifications on Squad. If I went through my subscriber stuff here, I don't get any of them anymore. I'm seeing all kinds of other stuff that I've searched, and none of the gun stuff is coming up. None of it. I have to go in and look. You're right, and I wonder if any of you guys have noticed the other channels like that too. I don't know. Oh, you did buy one of the IWI shotguns? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Man, any automatic shotgun's vicious. It is crazy. Like that my new one I love, the 1301. God, I love that thing. If you're getting that M4, I'm telling you, look, you got a 1301, don't you? I'm still getting an M4 just because. Uh Oh, that's cool because I love slug shooting lately, and I'm gonna do some videos on it. It's so much fun. I love ringing steel at 100 yards with slugs. It's just a blast. What else? What else? We gotta get going, guys. It's 2 hours 20 minutes. I don't just like shooting shotguns since I partially disabled. It sucks. I still love them though. Oh, you should do your damnedest to shoot them. I'm sure you can figure it out. I left my SP5. Says made in Germany on the Magwell, but I also bought 5P. Man, you got everything. I'm sick like that. Yeah, I'm sick like that. What's up there, chisel chest? No, I hunt for the SP5K. I had a K in my hands the other day. Oh, I love my VR80. That's going to be in the video with the slug shooting. Uh, that gun runs really, really well. A lot of recoil though, more recoil than God, my 1301, which is way lighter, much less recoil, much less. As always, nice stream. Sweet. Good night, Tommy. I'm going to say good night too, guys. I got to spend a little time with the wifey here. And I want to do a video on that go to war rifle. I'll do that and I will get it out to you tomorrow. We're going to try to get to the range. If it ain't too bad out, hey, I got a truck now. I don't have to worry about an all-wheel drive Mercedes getting in there. Got an all-wheel drive truck. So cool. Sleep on those stacks of HK cash. Yeah, I don't have enough to buy one right now. Thoughts on the PSA Soviet? I want one. That's my thoughts. I said it earlier. People said, "What would you buy right now?" And that was in there. They look nice from all reports. They're cool, and who doesn't want a Tula kit? Um, I didn't get into the kits when I should have. So now to find one that built at a decent price and just buy it, why not? Why not? Tell me where SP5K PDW. I had it in my hands at Select Fire Weaponry. I don't recall if that one was for sale or maybe it was a post sample or maybe it was for sale. But if anyone can find one for you, they can. I will ask and get with you on it. Maybe I hook the two of you up. Good night to all. Alan Bishop, night, brother. Thank you guys all. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the super chats tonight, guys. I appreciate it. What else? I hope I didn't bore you tonight. I didn't have much of a plan coming into tonight, so it was just cool to talk with you guys here. I'll be calling tomorrow. Select for they're not open till they're closed between the holidays. They don't open till the 3rd, I think. But I'll get you. Email me. Go to my in YouTube here and get my email and shoot me an email, and I'll get back to you on it. I regret not getting more Tula Crink kits. Look at them now, 2,500 for a kit. I was getting them for around 600 before everyone started. Yeah, right. I know. And even when they went to $1,000, I thought about it. I should have. What are you going to do? I don't know. What are you going to do? Get what you can when you can. That's all. And have fun with what you got. Figure it out. Find it. Grab it. That's all. That's all I can give you. I look around here and I see so much. Like, when you have stuff, it tends to be like, oh, yeah, that thing, that old thing over there. And other guys come in and are like, oh, wow, holy cow. And you do the same with their stuff because they got different stuff. So it's all cool, man. Just if you like it and you see it and you can afford it, grab it. That's what it comes down to. And go from there. That's all. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. Kind of fun just chatting, not me presenting and then going back. It's fun to chat. That's what it's about. But yeah, I'm in the back part of this is kind of my vault thing, the inner area or the outer area of it. Heat don't get back here, so I'm freezing my nards off back here. But anyhow, that's about it, guys. Watch for some videos this week and check it out. I hope you guys are seeing them. This sucks. If you guys know anybody can help with that or got some info, have them get in touch with me. I would appreciate it. And big hairy man. Yeah, that's a little creepy. It's a little fucking creepy, Squeaky. I don't know. Man. Ugh. Just teasing you, man. Whatever. I got a buddy that does this thing. He'll walk up next to you. You're working or something on the computer. He'll walk up and start rubbing your arm, and he goes, shh. That's the creepiest freaking thing. Anyhow. All right, guys. Thanks for everything. Watch for the video. Get out to you tomorrow. Report back to you on the range stuff. Don't forget about the Buy 39 project. We're working on it. Haven't forgotten about it. I'll get as much to you as I can. But right now, Fred's outrunning me by far on that. So we'll get my info to you as quick as I can. And we'll go from there. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Hold your Kalashnikovs tight. And we'll check you next time. As always, Rockford Ordnance out.